All right, so let's get started. Welcome everyone to another edition of Crypto Corner, your crypto radar for all the latest news, reviews, market analysis, and tutorials that help you master the crypto markets. Today we're actually going to look at the news because yesterday, beginning of the month, I shared with you quite a few different charts. We were looking at charts, doing technical analysis on Bitcoin, and trying to establish what is currently happening, whether we're going up or down. Today, for some reason, we are pretty much at the same resistance level at 38,000, kind of mid 38,000s as we were yesterday. So not much of a change. Any day now, we're either going to break on the upside or on the downside. I personally feel that the lack of volume is what is going to cause a break on the downside, another rejection from the current resistance. But today we're not actually going to go through technical analysis. No point. We're going to do that in the next video. Today I'm going to focus on some of the news, top headlines. Yesterday we had news about Solana, which I didn't report because I dedicated the episode to technical analysis. Also, in my newsletter that I sent out last night, I reported about this news and also about the Indian government cracking on cryptocurrencies yet again with a very novel approach, something that nobody expected. So this is what I'm going to be talking about in this episode. Let's get started. This is the news edition of Crypto Corner. Alright, so let's get started. Well, the first news is about Solana. Solana Labs announced the launch of Solana Pay in a joint collaboration with Circle, Checkout.com, Sitcon, Phantom, FTX, and Slope. The app will allow users to send stable coins such as USDC, this is the stable coin of Circle, from their crypto wallets directly into a merchant's account where they are settled almost instantly with very low transaction fees. The next phase of its development will enable the merchants to send crypto assets back to the consumers, which will open up new capabilities in commerce not possible before, according to the announcement. Merchants should also benefit from the advantages of decentralized crypto payments such as network cost savings, DeFi yield generation, zero fraud liability, and instant settlement. Solana Pay will operate primarily with USDC, but it will also enable other crypto assets such as Solana, FTT, among others. This news sent the price of Solana token on a fast upswing, gaining more than 18% in a single day, reaching a high of $113 yesterday, but it has since retraced and it's currently at $109, $110. In fact, right now, as we speak, it is $110 per token. And it is recording 13% rise on the weekly. So it is one of the top performers here in the top coins, but this is due to this upgrade. Now, of course, this news, it was news yesterday, it is still news today. Tomorrow it is not going to be news, so I do expect the price of Solana to retrace a little further, maybe to drop to 105, 103, could even drop to below $100. Yesterday with the pump in Solana, everyone on Twitter was posting and kind of falling in love with Solana yet again. People were very quick to actually pick favorites when a coin is pumping, only to be crying quietly or loudly later on when the prices are retracing. So this is typically what happens. Well, the whole crypto market is still deep underwater from its all-time highs. Solana is 50% down right now from its all-time high, and it's going through a correction in the market. This is a good time for accumulation, as you know. The prices of most crypto assets are close to support zones, and this is our chance to buy on the low. But as you know, I'm not yet buying though. Bitcoin and Ethereum are both touching resistance level as we speak, so rejection from here would send them and all the other tokens down to support once again, which is when I'm intending on getting back in. Now, if you look on the macro, we are at support levels. If you look at the micro, at the imminent, what's happening right now in the short time frames, we are actually at resistance. So if we actually drop, Bitcoin can drop to 36k, mid 36,000s. This will be a good accumulation zone for most of the altcoins because they will also drop with Bitcoin. And usually when Bitcoin drops by 1 or 2%, altcoins drop by 5, 6, sometimes 8%. So this is what I'm waiting for right now. If you're really asking what I'm doing, I haven't bought anything in the last couple of days. I was just selling because we are reaching this resistance. 13,839,000 is a resistance for Bitcoin. 40,000 is a resistance for Bitcoin. So most likely, I'm personally expecting that we will get rejected from this region and briefly go to retest support. We will find support. I believe that this time it will be very brief, and then we are definitely going to come and retest resistance. This time, most likely we will break it. This is why I'm prepared to start accumulating as soon as we drop, if we drop, because we could actually just go for another attempt and break up from here, even though with the lack of volume that I reported yesterday about volume is going down as price is going up, I'm not really expecting a break on the upside right now. All right, continuing with the news, we actually have news about Cardano as well. So blocks on Cardano will have an 11% increase in size in the next planned upgrade on the protocol. This will be in just a couple of days. The increase in block size from 72 kilobytes to 80 kilobytes. It doesn't seem much, but it is quite significant as it will allow blocks to carry more information and transactions. Cardano put out a thread on Twitter elaborating on the network upgrades. As I reported in the previous episode here on this podcast, last week Cardano surpassed Ethereum in transaction volume and so far have not yet experienced the typical network congestion that is expected with such high volume of transactions. But as the network grows, this is surely going to happen, which is why the developers are acting fast to prevent such occurrence. Cardano has seen a recent influx of new projects that have launched on the blockchain, making it imperative that it can process more transactions and handle more traffic as it will only grow. This emphasizes the urgent need to scale the network. According to data sourced by Cardano Insights, almost all blocks remain full as of 1st of February with an average load of 85%. The new upgrade will come into effect on the 4th of February and it will enable decentralized applications based on Cardano blockchain to run seamlessly as demand continues to grow. Moving on to the next piece of news. This is from late last night. I actually posted this in my newsletter, which I sent out really late yesterday. As you know, I send out the cryptocurrency newsletter on the 1st and the 15th of each month. So this was my February report. So India has now decided that they can't ban cryptocurrencies. They tried a few times, in fact, but found out that people bypassed these restrictions. So they decided to tax crypto gains with a hefty 30% levy. And the worst part, losses will not be counted, meaning you will be taxed for all gains, but unlike other business revenue, losses cannot be deducted. So win or lose, you will pay either way. So this is basically an attempt of Indian government to put people off investing or trading cryptocurrencies. If you remember, they actually tried to ban cryptocurrencies a couple of years ago, and in 2020, was it, or 2021, exchanges, because they banned exchanges from operating. Exchanges actually took a legal action. They went to Supreme Court to take a legal action against this ruling and they won. So yet again, they were allowed to trade and operate with cryptocurrencies. They were thinking of making an overall ban. Last year I reported about this. I think it was in May or somewhere in the summer. We were talking about how India is now planning to ban cryptocurrencies because they really want to make way for the CBDC, the digital currency, the digital rupee, the official digital currency of India. They want people to be using that instead of cryptocurrencies. And typically what governments do, like China, in these kind of situations, they usually try to ban the usage of cryptocurrencies, and this way people have no other means. If they want to be using a digital currency, it will be the national digital currency, which is centralized and it's completely different from cryptocurrencies. Another narrative that governments are pushing is how dangerous cryptocurrencies are, how they're used for illegal activities, and another one is how risky they are, so people are losing money. So usually these are the narratives that governments are using to put people off trading or investing in cryptocurrencies. Now this time they're actually imposing a tax that is strictly for cryptocurrencies, 30%. No matter if you're making losses or not, you cannot deduct losses. Now this to me is almost illegal. I know that the governments are making the laws so they can make it legal, but there is no grounds for this. You cannot justify a tax that does not count any losses, you see. So I'm curious to see whether they will actually make this into a law, whether they will see some resistance, whether they will be challenged legally. about this, but typically this is just a desperate attempt to put people off using cryptocurrencies so that they can really roll out their centralized digital currency and make as many people use it as they can, which is mass surveillance. As you know, digital currencies, centralized digital currencies, are a huge threat to people's liberties because everything gets recorded, everything gets monitored, and you have no way for any kind of privacy or anonymity should you wish to do that, to have that. I'm not saying you have to be a criminal to want anonymity or privacy. Privacy is something that is everyone's God-given right. So I personally am pretty much against centralized digital currencies. I don't know what is your stance. By the way, let me know in the comments if you agree that CBDCs are dangerous for us, or do you think that they're just a natural progression of money? And lastly, Keystone, the safest cold wallet on the market, is celebrating their 4th anniversary with a 10% discount. I actually posted it on my Twitter. You can find it in this tweet. And if you use my link, which you will find in the description below, you can go and get yourself a Keystone cold storage wallet with 10% discount. This is the safest hardware wallet on the market, guys. I've interviewed their founder a few times. You will find my video with my interview in there where we talked about all the security features and everything, so that you see why I'm saying that it is the most secure wallet on the market. It's quite a bold statement, but I stand by it. So make sure that you check out my video about Keystone. And if you're still looking for a secure hardware wallet to safely store your cryptocurrencies for the long term, this is definitely one of the devices that I recommend. Go check it out. This episode of Crypto Corner is sponsored by Bityard, an exchange that I have been using for well over a year already. They operate in 150 countries with licenses in USA, Estonia and Singapore, and provide spot and leveraged trading on numerous assets. Not only they have loads of cryptocurrencies, including some of the newest coins to hit the market, but also derivatives such as crude oil, precious metals, gold, silver and more, stocks such as Nasdaq and MiniDAO, and they offer up to 100x leverage on many of these markets. What I find very useful is that on spot trading they separate cryptocurrencies in groups like DeFi tokens, or proof of stake tokens, or tokens from the Grayscale Trust portfolio, or Binance Smart Chain tokens, and so on. This makes it easier when I want to focus only on a specific category of tokens, and they keep adding more and more assets. They have tripled the list of supported coins since I started using this exchange, so there's a much better choice already. In terms of security, they keep the majority of their funds in cold storage, with only a smaller portion in hot wallets that are used to pay withdrawals, and all withdrawals are manually approved during working hours only, so there's less risk of violations or exploits. They offer a copy trading service, so users that aren't very experienced can take advantage of those who are more skilled and make profits by copying their trades in an automated and uncomplicated way. You can go through the stats for each trader and choose what amount to allocate to them, and you can choose multiple traders to copy at the same time. You can use it on a desktop or mobile. Their app is on both Android and iOS, so it's easy to use it on the go as well. As I said, I've been using this exchange a lot throughout the past year, and the customer service team is very responsive, unlike many other exchanges where I've had to wait for days and weeks sometimes to get any response. Bityard has a live chat service, so you can find assistance pretty fast. They also offer up to $258 in various bonuses for new users, so grab the invite link from the description below to register and find out more. Alright, well, this wraps up today's episode of Crypto Corner, everyone. Thanks for staying until the end. I hope this brings you value, and if it did, please share it with someone else who will benefit from watching this. Also, if you want more crypto content like this one, make sure you're subscribed to this channel and show your support by leaving a like and a comment below. This will help the algorithms pick up this video so that it can reach more people. Also, make sure that you check out the links in the description below, where I list all of my top crypto services, exchanges, wallets, my top charting tools for market analysis, and my 2 ebooks that will help you get a better understanding of everything in the blockchain space. I also send out the Crypto Corner newsletter, where I share with you market insights every 2 weeks. in the beginning and in the middle of each month. So grab the link from the description below and join my mailing list. Trade carefully and stay profitable.